Hello dear students, welcome to Esther Fashion and Services. My name is Zawadi. Today we'll be learning how to cut and sew a shirt for a 3 year boy. With this same process, you can make it for a teenager and even for a man as well, okay? This is just a small material I will be using. I have African print and satin material. The measurements I will be using are the shoulder measurement, which is 9 inches plus 2 inches to 8, will give me 11 inches. The width is 21 inches plus 2 inches to 8 will give me 23 inches. The length of the shirt is 15.5 inches plus 1 inch will give me 16.5 inches. And the sleeve length is 12.5 inches. This is the fabric I will be using for the front, while I will use the satin material for the back. So first, fold your fabric into two like this. This is for the front. Fold your fabric into two like this. After this, I will draw the starting line. There are no specific measurement for it, okay? You can go in by ½ inch or 1 inch. The length of the shirt I'm working with is 15.5 inches plus 1 inch to 8 will give me 16.5 inches and mark. And repeat the same thing here, 16.5 inches. After this, I will connect with the straight ruler like this. So this is the center front. I will go in by 2 inches. So I need 2 pieces for the front because of the button. So I go in by 2 inches. You can use 2.5 inches or 3 inches. It depends of your preference. After this, I will connect. This is 2 inches for the button. You can fold it this way like this and take your measurement, or you can leave it like this and you start your measurement from this line going this way like this, okay? Hope you understand what I am doing. This is the starting line, the shirt length and the button. The measurement will start from this line going this way. What I'll be doing next is to mark the armhole depth, which is 5.5 inches starting from the starting line. Then I will mark 5.5 inches, okay? So I see like I make a mistake. It's 5.5 inches. I make 7, but it's 5.5 inches. I mark here 5.5 inches and repeat the same thing here and mark 5.5 inches. After this, I will connect with the straight ruler like this. The length I'm working with is 16.5 inches. You can see that, okay? So the round neckline I will be using, I think I will use 2 inches by 2 inches. 2 inches neck width and 2 inches neck depth. You can use more than that, it depends of your preference. So this is it. I will adjust it. If I see that it's too small, still I can adjust it, okay? So this is it. After this, I will connect like this. This is the round neckline, the front round neckline, okay? This is the front neckline. The shoulder measurement I'm working with is 11 inches. Divided by 2 will give me 5.5 inches. So my measurement starting from this line and mark 5.5 inches. So for the shoulder slope, I think I will go down by 2 inches. I will use 2 inches. After this, I will connect from this point to neck width like this. This is 5.5 inches for the shoulder. I bring it down and mark it here. This is the shoulder slope and the shoulder measurement is 5.5 inches. I bring it here and mark like this. After this, I connect from the shoulder slope to chest line like this, okay? So from the chest line, this is the chest line, I will go up by 1.5 inch. I go up by 1.5 inch and mark. From this point, I go in by 0.75 inch and mark again. Then I will connect like this from shoulder slope to this point. The width I'm working with is 23 inches. Divided by 4 will give me 5.75 inches. Then I will add 1 inch to it for ease, which will give me 6.75 inches, okay? So this is 6.75 inches. I will repeat the same thing and mark 6.75 inches. After this, I will connect, okay? I will use my curve ruler and connect like this, okay? So I connect it like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. So this is it, you can see. After this, I connect again with the straight ruler like this. This is the shirt and this is the front. Then I will add ½ inch to it for sewing allowance. I add ½ inch to it for sewing allowance. Then I will connect with a straight ruler, okay? I connect like this with a straight ruler. After this, I will fold the button and button holes, of course, like this. Then I will bring my scissors and cut it out. So I cut out the neckline, the shoulder slope, below the sides you can see the armhole, and this is how it look like. I notch down. Okay, so this is the fabric. I open the center front because I need two pieces. This is the front and this is how it look like. So I will remove one piece and stay with one as well. It will help me to cut the back. So this is the fabric I will use for the back. I fold the fabric into two, wrong sides will face wrong side, and place the front on top of the back like this. From this line here, I will go in by 0.75 inch or even half inch. I think I'll go in by half inch. He's just a small boy, okay? So I'll go in by half inch. Then the center back needs to match with the half inch for the front, okay? So I will bring the pins to hold the fabric down like this, okay? So I pin it down like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. So this is it. The back starts from this 0.5 inch away from this line. Can you see? This is it. Hope you can see what I am doing. After this, I will go up by 2.5 inches. Half inch is for seam allowance, okay? So I go up by 2.5 inches here. Half inch is for seam allowance. I will repeat the same thing and mark 2.5 inches. Then I connect like this. I will extend this line to mark the neckline, this one, okay? So what I will be doing next, I'm going to confirm my neckline and I will confirm the shoulder as well, because the front neckline and the back neckline need to match, okay? That's why I am doing like this. I mark the shoulder, this is the shoulder, and mark as well the neck width, okay? Hope you can see what I am doing. So I'm going to check my shoulder slope is 4.25 inches. I'm going to check here as well for the back is 4.25 inches. It's the same, okay? So for the neck width, I will use 1.5 inch, okay? You can use 1 inch, you can use 2 inches. It depends of your preference, but I think I can use even 1.25, okay? From this point here, I will go out by 0.5 inch to create the armhole for the back, because the front armhole is deeper, okay, than the back. Then I will connect like this with the straight ruler, like this. After this, I will use my curve ruler to connect from this point to chest line like this, okay? So I connect it like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. So this is it. This is the back armhole, okay? So this is it. I'm trying to make it nice, okay? The back neck depth, I use 1.25 inch. Then I connect like this. The neck width is the same with the front, okay? After this, I use my scissors and cut it out like this. Can you see? So after this, I need to cross-check my measurement like this, okay? So I want to check again the shoulder if it's fine before I cut it out. So this is it. This is the neckline, the neck width for the back and the shoulder. I see it's fine, okay? So I'll bring my scissors and cut it out. So I'm going to check again the shoulder slope. Is the same thing, okay? It's the same thing with the back. So after this, now I'll bring my scissors and cut it out, the neckline, the shoulder slope and the armhole, okay? And the armhole like this. Can you see? So this is it. This is the back and this is the front. When I'm done stitching, this is how it will look like, okay? When I am done stitching, this is it. Can you see? This is the back. This is how it will look like. I will stitch with half inch, okay? It means 0.25 inch on both sides, okay? I left 0.25 inch for the back. So half inch is for seam allowance, remember? So this is how it will look like when I am done stitching. Can you see? So this is it. Hope you can see what I am doing. So I'm cross-check again my armhole and I see it's fine. You can cross-check your armhole like this. Remember the armhole depth I used, it was 5.5 inches, but here I have 7.5 inches. Can you see that is enough? The armhole depth or half armhole is 7.5 inches. It means the round armhole is 15 inches. Okay, so I cross check again my measurement. This is how it will look like when I am done sewing. Okay, so and I need to check again my measurement. Like this is 7.5 inches. Can you see? 7.5 inches is enough for me. Okay, it's good to have excess than having shortage, because you still can trim it later if it's too big. Okay, so this is the back. I'm going to cut the yoke, and I will go down here by 4 inches. I think I will use 4 inches. You can use 3 inches or less than that if you don't want it bigger. If you don't want your yoke bigger, you can use 3 inches or less. After this, I will bring this piece of the fabric. I'm looking for the right side. Okay, so I found the right side, and then I will turn the back also at the right side. So right side of the back will face right side of this piece. Okay, so this is it. This is the right side facing. Then I will mark my 4 inches. After that, I will stitch, and this is how it will look like when I'm done stitching. Okay, this is the front. This is the front. You can see I iron my paper stay on it, then I fold it this way like this. I fold it like this, then like this. This is for the buttonhole. Okay, this is for the buttonhole. I cut the excess, so the buttonholes need to be on the left side for the men's shirt. Okay, this is for the boy, is for the men's shirt as well. The buttonhole is on the left side. Okay, so this is the second piece of the front, and this is how it look like. I fold it again like this, then like this. Can you see? This is where I will put my button on the right side. So this is it. I will put it aside, then I will continue. This is the back. Remember, this is the back. Okay, so I'm going to make a curve. Okay, so I put the front on top of the back like this. Everything must match. Okay, I will bring the pin and hold it down, then I mark 1.5 inch. I'm going to make a curve on the side of the shirt like this. Can you see? Like this. Okay, like this. After this, I will bring the scissors and cut it out like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. This is it. I will stitch here, and this will be for the button. Okay, and for the buttonholes, I will stitch twice here and here as well. This will be for the buttonholes, and this is the back. I will stitch the yoke right side facing, then I will stitch like this. To cut the sleeve, this is the small piece I have for the sleeve. Can you see? I fold it into 2, then I fold again into another 2 to make it 4. Okay, I will cut both sleeve at the same time, so I go down by 2 inches to make a starting line. There is no any specific measurement for it. You can use ½ inch. So this is the starting line. The sleeve length is 12.5 inches. I will minus 2 inches to it, will give me 10.5 inches, plus ½ inch seam allowance will give me 11 inches. So I will use the sleeve length 11 inches and mark like this, and repeat the same thing. After this, I will connect with the straight ruler like this. For the cap height, I will use 3 inches and mark like this, and repeat the same thing and mark 3 inches. Then I will connect like this. The armhole depth I'm working with is 5.5 inches. I will add 1 inch to it. You can add 1.5 inches, depends of your preference. After this, I will connect like this from the center of the sleeve to this point here. I will connect it like this. After this, I will divide this line into 2. Okay, this is the line. I will divide it into 2. It's like 7.5 inches. Then I divide it into 2 like this. From this point, I will go up by ½ inch and connect like this. Okay, I connect it like this. Then I connect again. I use my curve ruler to connect this way like this. From this point to center of the sleeve like this. Can you see? This is it. This will be for the back. For the front, I will do it this way, like this. I will use my curve ruler and connect like this. After this, I will connect again like this with my curve ruler to meet this armhole. Okay, I connect it this way, like this. Like this. Hope you can see what I am doing. So this is it. I connect it this way, like this. I use my curve ruler. Can you see? And this will be for the front. Okay, for the wrist, I think I will make it bigger because I will use a pleat. Okay, I will pleat it if it's too big. So I will use 5 inches. I think I will use 5 inches or 4.5 inches. So because I will make a pleat like this. Okay, so you can use 4 inches, you can use 4.5 inches, you can use 5 inches. It depends of your preference. Okay, I will use 5 inches. I think I will use 5 inches because I will make a pleat on the sleeve. Okay, I will make a pleat there. So I will use 5 inches. Okay, so the wrist I'm going to use, I will use 5 inches and connect like this. After this, I'll bring my scissors and cut it out. I cut it out like this, and this is the armhole. Okay, this is the sleeve. Can you see how it will look like? So this is it. This is the sleeves. This is the sleeves. I cut both. Okay, there are 2 here. So this is it. I open it. This is how it will look like. Can you see? So I want to trim the front, okay, because the front is deeper. I use my scissors and trim out the front. The front is deeper than the back. Okay, the front is deeper than the back. And this is it. This is the front. I'm trimming it, the front. I will use my chalk and mark the front. This is the front and this is the back. The front is deeper. Can you see? The front is deeper. Okay, the front is deeper than the back. So this is it. This is how it will look like. What I'll be doing next, I'm going to mark, this is the back sleeve. I'm going to mark 2 inches or 2.5 inches. I will use 2.5 inches. Then I will go up by 3 inches. So I'm done with the line, and this is how it will look like. Can you see? This is it. So I'll bring my scissors and cut it. Before I reach to the 3 inches mark, I will make a triangle. I will form like a triangle. Can you see? So this is the front and this is the back. This is how it look like. Can you see? This is it. So I'm going to stitch the back yoke. So this is the back. I will stitch the yoke, and this is the right piece of the front. I will stitch here for the button. Okay, for the buttonhole I will stitch twice, and this is the sleeve. Kindly watch the second video.